All right, welcome everybody. This is Luisito from the Providence Lucha Talk. I know we haven't been here for a while because our schedule has been changing, but we couldn't forget about Survivor Series, which is happening tonight, November 22nd. The pre-show's around 5 o'clock from 5, and the show starts at 7. But we definitely couldn't forget about Survivor Series, one of the biggest shows of the year for WWE. Um, this has been building up since Money in the Bank, and we have, I think, a good card overall. Which I think it was very interesting because this year unfortunately, we don't have NXT participating in Survivor Series. I don't know why. Last year they had a great show, and it was a great way to bring up and illustrate what they have in NXT. But I think probably one of the main reasons that we don't have NXT this year in Survivor Series maybe because of the injury of Finn Balor. I don't think he might be 100% to participate in Survivor Series, so they probably didn't want to take the risk. But I think what they're giving us this year, it's a good compilation of matches, and basically everybody who has held the title this year, there's good matches between both of them. So I think we're gonna have a good show. First, we're gonna have a kickoff show, which is gonna start at 6 p.m., which is gonna be the dual brand battle royale, which is gonna set the kickoff show. They don't have too much description about it, but I think they're gonna have at least 20 people. Normally, that's what it takes for the battle royale, what they normally have. But I think since we're not gonna see this person participate in the Survivor Series either in the 5-on-5 men elimination Survivor Series group, and also we haven't seen him in any of the competing for a title. So I think Big E is gonna be a contender, and I think he might be the one who ends up winning the battle royale today, which would be interesting. I think it's a win for him to build up and move on to the big picture, which they have. I think he's probably leading up to potentially challenge for a title, either the Intercontinental or even the Universal, which would be pretty interesting to see how this propels Big E in the future after this pay-per-view. Also, so another match we have is the United States Champion Bobby Lashley against the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. This is gonna be interesting because my pick for this is gonna be Bobby Lashley because he has a hurt business with them. Sami Zayn doesn't have too many friends at the moment. He just got Baron Corbin, and this is gonna be a good match between the two because it's gonna be a contrast of styles between power and basic experience and more lucha style. But I think Bobby Lashley should take this one to keep the winning streak for her business. Even though Sami Zayn have been doing a great job on social media promoting, kind of like taking shots at Bobby Lashley, but I think Bobby Lashley will take this one and come out victorious in Survivor Series. Up next, we have the tag team division, which is the New Day against the Street Profit. This should be an interesting match. I was torn between this because I personally want the New Day to win, but they don't really need the win in Survivor Series. They have, because I'm giving the win to Big E, I think they might lose this one and basically give it to the Young Bucks. The young guys, the basically people coming up in the tag team division, the Street Profit, I feel like they could be more successful and gain more from winning this match between the two. It's going to be a great match. I hope they kind of promo against each other or something during the pre-show or something, but they both are skillful in the mic. Let's see what they're going to show us at the ring. I think this is going to be probably one of the top matches of the day. Should be interesting. They both have athleticism, skill, and power, especially Hawkins. So it should be good. I'm picking the Street Profit for the win, which would be good and gives them a one-up for SmackDown. Up next, we have the women's division. We have Asuka and Sasha Banks. This should be interesting because Asuka has been doing great in Raw with promos, with basically taking over the division. Sasha just recently won the title from Bayley, but and lurking in the background, we have Carmella. Carmella should be interesting because she might be the X factor of this match, and she might cost Sasha the match for Asuka to win. So because of Carmella, I think Asuka might win it. I hope it doesn't happen, but I think it's going to be a great match. Unfortunately, Sasha doesn't have a good record against Asuka. So either way, Asuka for the win. The Empress of Tomorrow continuing on Survivor Series. For the men's 5-on-5 elimination match, this been building up for almost a month. I think even after Money in the Bank, little by little, they've been gathering the team. Raw has a powerhouse team. It's like I was wondering when I was seeing throughout the weeks, seeing what SmackDown has to offer, and I'm like, okay, who's gonna be in the team? So little by little, they started building the team, but I still think Raw, they have 3 big guys. I don't know how they're gonna coexist because they've been feuding for the past couple of weeks in Raw, but I think at the end of the day, I think they could pull it together, and also they have Braun Strowman, so I don't think Braun has lost a Survivor Series. He's won, eliminated the most people. I think last year he contributed to the most wins. So I think because of him and also Keith Lee, he was a powerhouse last year being part of Team NXT. They're gonna take over. It's gonna be interesting how they get along, but I think the final 2 might be on the Team Raw. It's gonna be Keith Lee and Braun Strowman, probably against Seth Rollins and probably Otis. I think Otis was the last addition of the team, and they trying to do something with him. So I know they took the Money in the Bank away from him, so I think he has more kind of inspiration and fervor to come out and be kind of a great addition for Survivor Series. But there's going to be a tag match. It's going to be colliding of giants over here. So it should be pretty interesting how this works out. But Raw team will end up winning this Survivor Series 5-on-5 match. So we got for the women's 5-on-5, we have for SmackDown, we have Bianca Belair, we have Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, we have Natalya and Bayley. And for the Raw team, we have Payne Royce, we have Nia Jax, we have Shayna Baszler, we have Lacey Evans, and Lana. Lana has been basically beat up throughout, I think it was like for the past 6 weeks, by the women's tag team. I don't know if Lana, I'm hoping Lana's the last one because she's been improving little by little in Raw. And also, I think they gave us a documentary for her on the WWE Network. So I feel they giving her enough time and momentum to get better and kind of more in ring and TV time. So I think somehow Lana's going to be one of the last people for the Raw team for this 5-on-5. And I think I would like to see her go against Natalya, basically kind of her mentor. So it should be interesting to see the teacher against the student. But I think SmackDown will take this, and I think Bianca Belair will be the final person, kind of getting the most elimination because she is the powerhouse of that team. And so SmackDown for the win. I don't think Raw can cohabitate and get along with each other, and kind of there's too many egos for Raw. So I think Bianca Belair and Bayley might be the last 2 to take the win for Survivor Series, which is pretty good, especially for everybody to showcase their skill. Up next, we have the World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre against the Universal Champion Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman. This has been building up for a little bit. McIntyre just won, I think, this last week, on Monday, the title from Randy Orton to be the champion and be here for Survivor Series against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns cut a great promo against Drew McIntyre on Friday. And just because of that, I see Roman Reigns beating, hopefully clean, Drew McIntyre. It's going to be a battle between the two, battle of champions. But Roman Reigns needs to win this match to keep going with the momentum he has, because I feel there's a bigger picture for WrestleMania. We'll see, because he's the head of the table, the tribal chief. He has to keep winning in order for not to lose momentum. And I think something crazy might happen today. I think The Miz, we might see him cashing in the Money in the Bank against Drew McIntyre tonight. I think it will happen. This is one of the opportunities. If I was The Miz, if I was a writer for WWE, I would have this be kind of a memorable moment for The Miz, because everything's going on. He just had his kid, the new show, Now he got Money in the Bank. I feel like it's just kind of just give him a title run for a little bit. And I feel kind of I prefer Drew McIntyre be the hunter, instead of being the hunted. So him against The Miz should be a good feud. So I think The Miz will cash in some Money in the Bank, and Roman Reigns will win this battle between the two. Also, those who, I don't know if you guys know or not, The Undertaker made his debut in Survivor Series of over 30 years ago. And today, I don't know if they're going to do a remembrance of him or of his career. I don't know if he's going to see him in a match, but I hope they give us matches throughout the year that he has become successful and become what we all know now as The Undertaker. Because it's taken years to develop this character and kind of taking wins, especially in Survivor Series and having the record. So I feel like he's a staple for the wrestling community, and I feel this 30 years is gonna be. It should be interesting what the W has gonna show us tonight at Survivor Series. Basically, giving us kind of a day of memory of his career from his debut day, which was Survivor Series 30 years ago, which is pretty cool. And I think it should be interesting what WWE has to give us. These are the card for Survivor Series. Let us know in the comments below, who are your picks? What do you think about our choices that myself and Jay Aguila in the video posted, as well as this one, between our choices for Survivor Series. Let us know what you think. Let us know about your predictions. Also, you could follow us on our social media, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. On Providence Lucha Talk. All our videos will be there. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Luisito. Until the next time.